So I had an entire video recorded, edited, chopped up, ready to go. And just as I was about to upload it this morning for you guys, I deleted it. I deleted the whole damn video. And the reason why is because although I talked about my earnings, talked about some comments on the videos, talked about what's going on in rideshare, you know what point I was missing the most? Is the reason why I got the Tesla is to see if this is the right tool for the job. That's it. If I want to feed my ego and try to impress riders that we get in the car, I have a Cadillac for that. I got 2 Cadillacs for that. But that's not what this is about now. 7, 8 years ago, you wanted your riders to be treated like, I hate to say it, like you put them up on a pedestal, right? And you had the nice shirt and the nice hats and all of that happy horse shit, water, mint, all of that shit. Listen, the game paid different then. Rideshare actually was worth it to drive and add those little tidbits in. Listen, yesterday's price ain't the same price, right? That's the cliche. We don't make enough money anymore to do all these extras. So by getting a Tesla, we are trying to save fuel. We are trying to increase our bottom line. Now, listen, I get DMs, I get text messages, I get comments. Vinny, you got the Cadillac. You don't have to drive as much. Problem there is, I'm not driving enough. The market is not giving enough of those rides right now consistently. And I'm talking about XL requests, Premier requests, Premier SUV, Lux Black SUV. The market right now, this whole month, 2-3 months, is not giving enough of those rides consistently. Number one, could be because everybody and their brother out here has got a goddamn Suburban now. They done went out and bought all these vehicles. Bro, I was driving the other, this is a true story. You asked the guys on the radio. I was driving the other night. Right next to me, I was up in Boca, right next to me was a Suburban. I get a Comfort Trip Radar pop-up. I forget what it was, $17, $18, right? As I'm looking at it and reading it, I hear the SUV is right next to me. Windows down. I hear his app go off. I see him look at it. Next thing you know, it tells me another rider took this request. This guy makes a U-turn and goes the other way. I'm not saying that Suburban took my Comfort ride. I'm just saying it damn sure looked like that Suburban got that Comfort ride. If it was offering me $17 and he got it, that means he took it for less. I've sat right next to people. We both get the exact same request at the same time. Both on Trip Radar, right? His app, $2, $3 less than my app. Yeah. So, there's not enough rides coming through out there to warrant me sitting around somewhere for 2 or 3 hours waiting on a $15 XL or a $12 Lux Black. So with Lux Black being the new Lux, why should I take out a vehicle that's getting 23 miles to the gallon, right? Burn up miles, burn up time. I can't sit there with the car and let it idle because then I'm going to start putting harm on the engine, on the cooling system. When I can be in another vehicle that's going to keep me busy, it's going to keep me busy. For every 1.5 Comfort rides I give, that's about what it pays to do an XL on average. On average, as long as the rides are coming through and they're meeting my monetary criteria and it's not taking me someplace I don't want to go, I'm going to take the ride and I'm going to make the money. I have consistently made $1,200 to $1,300 every week since I've gotten this car. And I think maybe 1 week I got close to 50 hours. 1 week. So you guys got to understand the whole purpose of the Tesla is to see if it is the right tool for the job. What is the right tool? Well, we've always said, if you're going to get a vehicle for this shit, which we tell you never to do, but if you're going to go that route, Get a vehicle that can either do X and XL or XL and Premier, okay? XL and Lux or Black, whatever it is this week, okay? Or something that does all platforms, which is really tough. To do all platforms means you get in a Suburban, and you're not going to drive X on Suburbans. Although, like I just said, somebody's driving Comfort on a Suburban. They got to make them payments some kind of way. This car gives me all the platforms except XL or an SUV. I get all the platforms on Lyft except Black SUV and XL. Okay, there's enough rides on Comfort to cover all that. And the market is still supporting those rides. Might not always be the ride I want, and so I don't take those. But then again, you know, we all see it differently, right? We all figure out the money a little differently. I don't think anybody's right or wrong. I'm just bringing you my opinion and where I'm at. So with that being said, you know, 1280-ish last week, I think it was. Here's my Uber earnings. Here's my Lyft earnings. Absolutely more Uber to Lyft. That, again, I think is the second, third week in a row like that now. The Lyft Blacks are getting fewer. The Uber Comfort rides are increasing. And now, all of a sudden, Uber is sending me a lot of reserved rides. Like, I had a lot of reserved rides over the weekend. Which, you know what? I'm going to take that reserved ride as long as it makes sense. And I don't have to drive a million miles. This morning, I woke up. There was a reserved ride in my notes. It was $67. Premier ride. Only going like 19 miles. Would have been perfect. Problem was, the ride was originating 40 miles north of me. Way up in Palm Beach, Wellington area. Going to that airport up there at PBI. But they're giving me Uber reserve rides all of a sudden. A lot of them are Comfort. But they're paying, you know, they're 40, 45, 50, $55 an hour rides. Why would I not take those? You understand? It's the goal is to maximize my earnings to my cost. Here's another benefit that I've been trying to do with the car. And I would like to see if you guys can do this. And you know what? I'm going to give Jeff Uber Jeep AZ a little shout out on this one. Even though we don't get down like that anymore. He used to say he could fill up his tank and X amount of dollars for his tank. So I took that and applied it to the Tesla. For every dollar I spend in charging, I'm trying to make $10 or more better on the charging. So if I spend $14 to charge the car up, get my 250 miles, I'm trying to make $140. But here's the thing. I'm not making $140. I'm making $200 to $250 on that 14. I'm making 18, 22, 25 to 1. Am I saying that right? I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, I'm saying that right. If I can put out $1 and get 25 back, the hell? That's a great ROI. That's good money. I'm maximizing what the car is allowing me to do. Are there some things with the car that I would prefer to do more than others? Yeah. I don't really want to do long distance rides in this car. It burns up the power, the exact opposite of a gas car. But here's the thing. In a gas car, your short trips, right? Stop, go, chews up more gas. But you know what it does for me? It prolongs my battery. It gives me more battery life. Why? Because I'm going and then regenning. Going and regenning, charging the batteries back up. Listen, there's so much to this with the Tesla, with the earnings, what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I'm not suggesting you to go out there and get it. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm showing you what Steven the Unbroken Driver, Eddie Driving in Style, Tony the Driven Dad, Nick Williams with Nick Williams. I'm showing you what all of these guys and others have shown me over the last year or so. And I've been saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. The pivot is down, y'all. The pivot is down. Don't believe me? Go ask Melvin in San Antonio. Go ask these guys with EVs. They might not want me talking about this on YouTube. But I owe it to the community because you guys subscribe to me, and I appreciate that. So anyway, there it is. We're going to start a new week today. Yeah, I've been sitting online now for a half hour. I got a $2 surge attached on Uber. No requests have come through yet. Y'all know my goals. 150 a day, Monday through Thursday, 200 on Friday, 300 on Saturday, another 200 on Sunday. If I get there, I'm at a good number and I'm doing okay. It's what more do y'all want from rideshare? If $1,000 a week ain't enough money and you need to make more than that, you need to rethink what you're doing. You really do. Because there's a lot of college graduates out there ain't making $1,000 a week. And they get bopped over the head with taxes. I hope y'all are paying your taxes. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll put up another video later on the week. I'm just going to let this one rip raw. Might be 1 or 2 cuts from this. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the comment section. Hit the like or don't like. I can't help that. And we'll see you next time. Peace.